So, Mr. Ishmael, if you're ready, I'm going to put you right up here. So, yeah. So, Mr. Ishmael, yeah, that is Ishmael right there.
Made you want.
How do we do this? Okay. Oh yes. So, Mr. Ishmael, welcome to our YouTube channel. He's a very good friend.
Thank you.
We volunteered in so many events here in Qatar.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Charlie, first of all, you introduce yourself, and then we get into this conversation. First of all, it's not going to be an interview; it's just a conversation. So, if you have
Yeah,
any other
sure.
question, also you can ask. So, we get going. So, you know me already. Me did Malik. I be Malik. So, yeah,
Yeah.
the floor is yours. Introduce yourself to
Oh,
us.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, so, yeah, you know me already. We did Ishmael. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ishmael was also here in Qatar, and then I don't know what he did, but he definitely did some magic, and then he proceeded to Australia. So I want to ask him, Mr. Ishmael, what was the experience for you, or first of all, what informed your decision to come to Qatar? First of all,
Oh, for Qatar, it was a work. So, my friend said, yeah, English, and yeah,
no,
yeah,
let's do
treat, yeah,
English.
they fra. Yeah.
Yeah, English. Yeah, so,
Yeah, so I got like a work contract. That was way back in 2013. Yeah. So yeah. I was working in Ghana though, yeah. But comparing the salary that I was getting in Qatar by then, no, yeah, now I had to
it was
make
much
that
better
decision
as
to
compared to.
yeah, move to yeah,
So Qatar, most
to
people are
Qatar.
here for work. I barely see people who come here for leisure. I think it's only these Europeans, but for us, most of the time we come here for work, and then
Yeah, yeah.
with the intention of moving to a better country. So you moved to Qatar 2013. That means Qatar was still developing back then.
Oh yeah,
How was
yeah,
the
it was
country
still
like?
developing.
Because back then I'm sure
They
we didn't
didn't
have
have
metro,
the
we didn't have train.
nothing. Wakra Souk was not there. Like a lot of infrastructure were not there. Yeah.
So how was the feeling like? Because even now that everything is around here, it's still boring to some people. So how was it back then?
Yeah. Even though there were no train, the buses were working when I went to Qatar. Yeah. And the taxis, the car
Okay.
taxis were also working. Yeah. And yeah, so it was pretty much okay. Yeah. Just that when you have to travel, it's much slower. Because not bad, you know, even when one be brave before it to get take you to your destination. But they see how the train is there, just some few minutes here and we do no. Yeah, so that was the only difference. Yeah.
Okay. So let's talk about culture differences. When you moved, I mean, we are all from different homes. Culture-wise, a few things surprised me. Like, okay, this is not how we do this back home, but over here it's different. Did you also experience same thing, like culture differences, how things are being done back home and how things are being done here?
Well, yeah, there is a little bit of difference in culture because Qatar is like an Islamic country. Yeah, even though Ghana is also partially an Islamic country. Yeah, Qatar was like 100% Islamic country. So yeah, culture wise was like a bit different. Yeah, like especially during the Ramadan, there are certain things that you
Right.
have to know, yeah, to be able to stay safe and then yeah, in Qatar, yeah. But before I went in 2013, yeah, I did some researches like about things to do and things not to do, yeah,
That's
before
the
I
best
went
thing to
there.
do,
And
not to do.
yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Okay, so
it's
that, when you did your research, you said before you came to Qatar here, you made some research on the internet, like things to do and things not to do before you came here. So I'm asking that when you
yeah.
got here, the kind of things you researched, like were they the same as compared to, because you might be reading something, but when you get here, they are totally different, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Some of them were like totally different. Yeah, yeah. Some of them were different, but some of them were also like true. And then yeah, I'm going to say like for example, being a Christian and staying in Qatar, like you wouldn't know that there's like
Right.
churches in Qatar that you can attend to. Yeah, but when you get there, you know that it's like yeah, there is a lot of Christian community. Yeah. So Qatar is like more like a
Okay.
free and yeah, nice country to live in. Yeah.
If you say free as in free for all religions, or free for like basically free for
Yeah,
everyone.
free for all religions. Yeah, yeah. Because normally you hear
Okay.
news about the Middle East
The
countries,
Gulf countries,
like
right?
what
Right.
happens and stuff
Even
like
till
that.
now,
Yeah,
people still have
yeah.
such
People still have that
perception.
perspective.
Like,
Yeah,
hey, I had
yeah.
over
But
any
Qatar
Congo.
is,
Yeah.
yeah, Qatar is different. Yeah, Qatar is different. Yeah.
Even me, sometimes people watch my story and my status, they're like, "Oh, you this guy, you don't live in Qatar," because what we heard or what we hear on the internet is not same as what
Yes, yes. No, it's not true. Yeah,
you are showing us.
yeah. Their perspective right
Right.
because even me crab in 2013 when I was supposed to come and yeah, yeah, there were people who told me say this country is not like
Don't come.
a good country to live in, yeah, and stuff like that. Yeah, but now me, I've made my mind at that. So yeah, I made the move.
Great. So, how many years did you live in Qatar from 2013 until which year?
2013 until 2023. Into pretty much almost 10 years. Yeah.
And most of us are
Yeah.
here for just 2 to 3 years. And we're already tired. Like, yeah, sweaty. We want
Yeah.
to move. We want to
Yeah.
make moves. Like people who have such ambition. Like they want to move from Qatar. What would you tell them? Like if you're in Qatar, you are working. You just got here 2 to 3 years. What advice would you give such people? Like people who are in haste to already leave Qatar.
Yeah. First of all, is your work paying you good? Like is it okay? How is your living condition? Is it like okay compared to where you are coming from? Are you being able to save not much, but at least as little as you can compared to where you are coming from? Yeah, I think you will have to put all these things into consideration. Yeah, and then you can't just make a move and then move to somewhere if you are not like prepared or you are not guaranteed where you are
Prepared as in
going or what you are
financially
going
or
to do.
mentally or
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Because I when we went to 20 when we went earlier in 2013, there were people who had the same thing, and then they had to resign or leave the country and go back home. And when they got back home, they realized that they've made a mistake. Yeah,
they
because
regret, they want to come back.
Ejuma na Ghana na Uja Honum na Obakata no. Yeah, the Amobi, that work is not waiting for you again. So as you are going back, you still have to
Okay.
go look for another work. You still have to go
Another
like
job.
you are starting afresh. Yeah. So once you enter, at least try as much as possible, be focused, and then get yourself to a certain level before you can make any decision.
But the work ethics, how was it like working over here? How were you treated? Because I get people who be like, over here, if you are black skin, they don't really pay attention to you. But then again, the real Qataris are dark skin. You understand? Like
Oh yeah,
the real Qataris who built this country were dark skin. So when I get such comments, I'm like, maybe people also need to know that you are paid what you are worth. You understand?
yeah,
Because
yeah.
you can't be as smart as Elon Musk and be paid a very small amount of money. So I feel like sometimes you are being paid how much you are worth. So tell us about the working ethics over here. How was it for like you? Like were you treated in a very different way as compared to how Indians and some other nationalities were treated here?
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, personally, I don't feel like I was treated in any other way. When you look at races, like for instance, like as a whole now, races is everywhere. No matter what, even in our own black country, our own black people are like racist, like among ourselves here. So it depends on how you see things. Only people who know like on that it doesn't matter. Say yeah, the skin of your color, and say yeah. And also the way you as a human being the way you put yourself out there will make people um respect or disrespect you.
It's true.
Into yeah,
Very true.
yeah. There are some people are they go through. There are some people are like they are like that, like naturally. They will just not like you, and then there are a lot of bosses that are for complaining about them and stuff like that. But you also have to have a mentality say, um, you are there for something, and this is what you are worth. And if there is time for you to like say something to defend yourself, and I say, don't hesitate, just speak up. Yeah, and then if there are certain things so Honoma, you just have to ignore them and then just let it go.
Think
Yeah.
about the
And
reason
for
why you
the
are there.
racist and then the yeah, it just has to be the personality, the person, yeah, that you are. You can live. I mean, as I said, I lived there in 10 years and I didn't have a fight or anything with anybody.
Wow.
Nobody hated me. Even if you hated me, I never would dream. I didn't even know about it because you can't approach me with that hatred. Yeah.
So now I'm getting to Australia. Or okay, so how long did it take for the process up here in Qatar? Because man, imagine you are like human beings. We have this tendency of we can't wait, we can't wait. We just want it to go
Oh
fast,
yeah,
fast.
yeah,
How is
yeah,
the process like?
yeah. I think it depends on the payments, and then it depends on you, the person per se, like what paperwork, like. And then say even though the agency is doing everything for you, they will send the application to the visa office.
Oh,
Into yeah, obi wɔ hɔnom a maybe mine can be approved within 2 days and yours can be approved within 1 month. It depends on the visa processing people. Yeah, but mine took like I think 6 months. Yeah. So
okay.
first of all, I didn't pay my money on time. Into me find the CB and also come home. Yeah, I had to pay like small, small until say Missy can be no before they
I
start the
understand.
process. Yeah, and
Understand.
yeah.
Understand. Man, it's not easy. This story. So when you had the visa, when you could see that okay, this is my Australian visa, how was the feeling like? I mean, 10 years in Qatar
Oh,
and now getting visa to Australia. It will say,
well, it was a mixed feeling. Uh,
okay,
yeah, because I stayed in Qatar for like 10 years, and I felt like that place was like my second home now. Yeah, and I had to move to another place to start all over again. Mind you, I have spent like a lot of money on the visa and all those things. So I was like down flat. Yeah. Now
I understand.
my
I
said
know the whole
Okugo
story
Fumano.
now.
Yeah.
We know the whole
And
story. Yeah.
it was yeah. I was happy coming though, but I was still not very sure what I was coming to meet or what was ahead of me. Yeah. But I had to be focused and then yeah, see. So it was a
Positive.
mixed feeling. Yeah, it was a mixed feeling. Yeah.
Right.
Happy, sad, anxious, nervous. Yeah. Nothing in every view. Yeah.
So getting to Australia from the airport, now you move to your accommodation or your apartment, wherever you live right now. How long did this take you for you to start working? And how was the feeling like first day at
Oh,
work?
yeah.
How was it like?
funny, funny story. Yeah. I got here. So, as I said earlier, the agency deals with skilled workers, and before you can move here, and you have to get a work in Wohodada, and then the work should be willing to sponsor you. So I had the work and the sponsorship and everything before moving here. Here, until
Okay.
I got here on the 16th, and then I started work on the 17th. So
Okay.
it was right
Woo!
away.
No rest,
Yeah, the
cry,
same
no
thing with me
rest.
when I came. Yeah, no rest. I don't. Now my ear
Same,
broke into let
even
me
in
pay
Qatar,
so
even in
I could.
Qatar, the same thing happened.
Yeah, I mean it was the same thing when I came to Qatar though. We do Qatar on the fifth, fifth something. Yeah, and I'm started more on the sixth or yeah. So it was pretty much the same thing. So
You've been there for how many years now?
it's been a
This
year
is
now.
okay.
It's
So,
been a year and like a month or two. Yeah.
what would you say these two countries have in common, or Is there anything at all they have in common?
Yeah, they have human beings in common. Like it's there is
I
human
know
beings.
human
Yeah,
beings.
there is human
Yeah,
beings
yeah, yeah.
everywhere. Yeah, the race and also the color. Yeah, it's pretty much the same thing. Like how you think, how you do your everything as a human being is the same thing. Like
Over
everywhere.
here.
The only difference is the environment and the culture and yeah, how the people are brought up. Yeah.
There is one question I want to ask. Since okay, so Qatar, how do you now we've had the conversation past Qatar conversation because I was going to ask that maybe um have you met people in Australia who are there with tourist visas and they've been able to maneuver their ways around or okay, or this conversation we can just leave it for another day. We can leave this conversation for another video. Or what do you think? If
Yeah.
you still want to touch on it a little bit, that's also fine. But if you
Oh,
want us to leave it for another conversation, that will be fine also.
there are. Mm, as I said, I think Australia needs like people as well to work there, like looking for, especially like skilled technicians to work for them. Yeah, so I think if you come here maybe on a visit visa, and there have been instances that it has happened. So yeah, and you're working on like you're on a holiday working visa, and you get a company that needs your skill and is willing to sponsor you.
Sponsor
Yeah,
you.
it's
Yeah.
possible. Yeah.
Right. Charlie, I think that would be all for that. Overall, what advice would you give to young people who are in Ghana, who are in
Young
Qatar, who would
people.
want to not even young. I mean, from the youth to the adults or to the anyone who wants to travel or what kind of advice would you give them from you? I mean, you have experience. Qatar for 10 years now
Yeah.
in Australia. Wow.
Uh, I will say you will have to put God first in everything you do. Yeah, that is like yeah, number one. Yeah. I mean, we are all human beings. We do like all the things that we have to do. Yeah, but we have to still know that there is a supreme being. Yeah, we have to put God first in everything we do. And then aside that, just live your life the normal way you want to live your life. You can't live like me because people will say me I'm calm and like but there are other people who are also like yeah, sometimes I wish I was like also them. Yeah, but in God's own idea, He created us the way we
Yeah, I
all
wish
have
I'm
to
like you.
be.
You wish you're like me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. And I also wish I was like somebody. Yeah.
Yeah,
So the way you are, no, you just have to just appreciate how you are and then live the way you are. People will talk, even though you are calm. You are like, yeah, people will talk no matter what. People will just say whatever they want to say. Yeah, just don't mind them. Just live your life and then focus on your dreams. Yeah, keep pushing. Obi says, until my bank accounts it's like the number the digits on the digits as my phone number. No, I'm not going to stop. Yeah, to be person with bank account. The bank account there to say my phone
the
number
phone
digits.
number.
Yeah, so I'm just pushing on to say a bedroom honomo. Yeah, yeah, let's
So
close
Charlie,
up.
thank you for your time.
No
I really
problem.
appreciate you
Yeah.
being part of this conversation. We go post them, and if people come say that they look for you, I go direct them to your social media platforms.
Cool.
Uh,
Yeah. No
so
problem. Yeah,
Charlie,
there is a lot
thank you for.
to the story. To see how the whole
I
like
know, right? I know.
the fancy part of it. Say, yeah, it was like easy to stay
I know,
here
I
and
know.
then go
So
like
that
yeah,
one maybe we could feel find another way. Then another day. Yeah.
yeah,
You see,
yeah.
what's the time at your end?
Oh, about me. Oh, 9:56
Oh,
p.m. Yeah,
9:56.
and
Okay,
a holiday.
okay, Charlie.
Yeah, the instant, you
Oh,
know. Yeah, more than some way Ramadan, more your fast. Yeah, the Easter.
Okay, Charlie, that even
Yeah,
reminds me. Mate, thank you so much. Chia
no
fee for
problem.
Yinamaya. Take good care of
Obi
yourself.
Abeti.
And
All right.
we do for you. We do your back like a backpack.
Yeah, I
Okay.
know. I know, right? Yeah.
So
Sometimes I miss Qatar, but it's all good. Yeah.
it's all good. It's all good. So Charlie,
Yeah.
thank you for your
That's all.
time.
All right. You too.
Take care. Have a good night. And
You
we'll
too.
talk again some other time.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, Charlie. Mate, only a minute now. Only a minute now.
All right.
Bye bye,
All
Mr.
right.
Ishmael. Okay, so layout. Okay, okay, guys. So that was Ishmael. He shared so much of his experience. So now this is the sweet side of the story. Maybe we're going to schedule for another day where we can talk about the struggle he went through, the mode of payment, how he was able to pay the agency, the amount of money he paid. That is, if he's willing to put it out there, the amount of money he paid, and how he got there, and how he's been able to support himself all this while, and all of that. So stick and stay. Don't forget to subscribe. Like this video, please. Leave a comment. Even if you don't want to subscribe, just like this video, because the more you like this video, YouTube pushes it to more people so they can also get access to this beautiful information. Don't forget to subscribe overall. Thank you and stay safe. My name is Malik Sterling. Bye bye. Ishmael Yapong Yapong.